Hallo und willkommen zurück zu Folge 24 von If My Heart Had Wings. In der letzten Folge haben unsere Sewing Club Members überlegt, wann eigentlich die Passage of Clouds auftauchen wird. Außerdem hat Kotori von Amane Iskas Flight Log zurückbekommen. Gemeinsam haben sie dann darüber gerätselt, wer eigentlich Iska war und wie ihre Beziehung zu Amane war. Und nach einem weiteren Besuch von Tobioka haben sie dann eine Abschiedsparty für Amane geplant, die sie ja bald den Club und auch die Schule verlassen wird. Schließlich durfte Aoi mit Amane einkaufen gehen und sie aufhalten, während die anderen die Party vorbereiten. Und schließlich kehren sie nun zur Flying Fish Manor zurück für Amanes Überraschungsparty. We're back! Huh? As soon as she passed the entranceway, Amane-senpai froze due to being surprised by the sound of crackers going off. See Kotori and Ageha there, she asked. Is today my birthday? Nice Frage. Sie meint das wahrscheinlich nicht mehr ironisch. Nice. No, it's not. Don't you remember your own birthday? Come on, come inside. Sure. Oh. With a big question mark floating above her head, Senpai was brought into the dining hall. When she saw the spectacle awaiting her there, she let out an amazed gasp reflexively. I followed her inside and groaned a little. The dining table was overflowing with food. Incredible! There's so much delicious looking food. Seems that you like it. The first part is a success. Kotori and Ageha exchanged smiles. Amane-senpai, thank you for your hard work all this time. Have you forgotten? We said we were going to throw a farewell party for you. It seems that you really had forgotten. Yeah, ultimate surprise. Good job. She said, and nodded when she finally remembered. I thought that I should forget about it, so I did my best. Nice. If you're trying to forget something, wouldn't that memory become all the more vivid? But we're talking about Mochizuki Amane's brain here. She's different from normal people. I'm sorry, senpai. To keep the preparations for the party secret, I've been taking you to all these different places all day. There were some side benefits though, right? Like a date with Amane-senpai. Hey, that's not what this was about. Was that a date? Well, what kind of question is that even? No, like I said. That was my first time. I see, so that's what a date is like. I made another good memory before leaving. Okay. See? Looks like she gladly accepted it. Yeah. Okay. You're blushing. How indecent. What's indecent about blushing? Shut up. More importantly, you guys have done a great job getting all this food ready. Judging from its appearance, it's mainly a Western-style course. I guess it's Italian or French, but I'm not familiar enough with the cuisine to give particular names. However, there's also roast beef and chicken had been grilled in the oven. It's a full-fledged feast. We got Hibari-ne to help us. Hibari-san got revealed by Kotori. She couldn't wait to come in and enter the dining hall. Good evening, Amane-san. Good evening. Kotori-chan asked me to come and help out. So that's how it was. Then it's no wonder. I'll tell you this, again I also helped, right? Right. Afterwards, Anshan and company came in. We invited them to surprise senpai. Amane, congratulations on finishing school. Tatsuya, thank you. Is this alright that we also came? It's fine, we also helped while cutting the grass. Wataru and Masatsugu were here too. Like Masatsugu said, they did help out. Besides, at times like this, the more the merrier. When I heard about the party, I just couldn't keep quiet. Kanako-san, I thought you went back home. They kicked me out. Oof. She must have been loitering around the house in her underwear again. But we can't leave her out of the party. She helped out with some stuff too. Wow, it's so lively. It's like she's talking about someone else's party. You're the guest of honor, Amane-chan. That's right, today is your farewell party. Oh yeah, thanks everyone. Alright, tonight we'll drink and sing and party all night. Yeah. Don't go too crazy, this building's pretty old, you know. What are you planning? Yum yum, it's delicious. She's the same as always. I feel totally disappointed. Why? Everyone sighed when we saw Amane Senpai's eating manners. They totally ruined her image of a beautiful girl. What's wrong, guys? Oh, nothing. We're just glad you like the food. Yeah, it's delicious. Amazing, today's food is so extravagant. Hibadine really displayed her abilities here after all. Well, it's for Kotori-chan's precious Senpai-san. I couldn't have served a half-hearted dish. Senpai-san, auch schönes Wort. Hibari-san emphasized the part about Kotori. She's a good person, but when Kotori is concerned, she can be pretty scary at times. This chicken is delicious. Yum. She was wolfing down the chicken grilled with herbs with a complete lack of manners. Jetzt krieg ich auch noch Hunger, goddammit. When I thought that I won't see that hearty way of eating anymore, I felt a little lonely. So, Amane finally retires too, huh? Although I was more surprised that she was still keeping up with it from the very beginning. I've caused a lot of trouble. I caused a lot of problems for my dad. From now on, I have to show some more parental respect. To think that I'd hear something like parental respect from you. Hey, come on, Anshan. Were you also one of the members who helped revive the Soaring Club? Me? No, I wasn't. I was invited later. By Amane-senpai? Who was it, I wonder? Tatsuya was invited by Isuka. When she saw the parts that I had made, she said, "This is bad." Even now, I still don't really get what was wrong with them. Senpai didn't understand it, but we grasped it straight away. And therefore, she called Anshan. Anshan's been helping out at the workshop for a long time. Manual manufacturing skills are his forte. And there's also... Oops, Isuka told me not to tell this to anyone. That was close. Okay. She said something very meaningful. If it came from any ordinary person, it would have been like an invitation to pursue the topic, but when it comes to her, I don't think that was the case. Could this be that? Possibly. The ones who started the current Soaring Club were Isuka and Amane. At the time, it was only the two of them. They could do the club activities by themselves? Back then, the student council were really lenient, especially towards Amane. Okay. She was the greatest genius to attend the school since its founding, after all. The teachers also turned a blind eye to most things. Ah, that's how it was? Senpai said while slurping her soup as if the discussion wasn't her business. I'm not a genius. Isuka always used to call me an idiot. I can't believe she called Amane-senpai like that. Was Isuka really that amazing? Yeah, Isuka was a genius. When Amane answered, she was proud, as if it was her own achievement. A genius that surpasses Mochizuki Amane. I can't imagine it. When I turned my eyes at Anshan, he just shrugged his shoulders and smiled. It was Isuka who found the garage and the glider resting inside. Senpai nodded while she was busily biting into her chicken. One day she suddenly said, "I found something incredible." And then, we decided to fly the glider. A lot of the details were left out, but I got the picture, so I decided to not delve any deeper. This often happens during conversations with Senpai. The glider that you guys have been flying was built by the former members, you know. Amane and the others only modified it. I always thought that Amane-chan and the other members made the whole thing themselves. The former members were incredible too. Hearing about the great achievements of the past members made us feel pretty small. We've got to work harder. While we were talking about the history of the Soaring Club, the ones who don't have much to do with it were just enjoying the meal. Marquin, these are delicious. The ones wrapped in bacon. Let me see. Oh, seriously tasty. Such meals are great. In my place, we only eat ramen and gyoza all the time. Oh man, ramen and gyoza. Ich krieg Hunger. Our dad hates Western food, so I don't eat these kinds of dishes often. Feel free to have seconds. There's still a lot. Okay. Kotori-san's sister's really kind, isn't she? She's also a total babe. That damn Aoi has got a good life. Ich glaube, da läuft nichts zwischen ihm und Kotoris großer Schwester. Aber gut. Seconds. Sure, right away. I'll do it. It's fine. Don't get up, Minase-san, she said as her slippers pattered when she went into the kitchen. Hibari-san would definitely make a great wife, don't you think? Does she have a boyfriend? I have no intention to let Onei-chan go off with some random guy. I will rigorously scrutinize anyone who would try to go out with her. It's really obvious that you have a sister complex. I mean, it's the other way around too, so it's fine, I guess. No, I don't. I just love Hibari-ne, that's all. Really now, that's no excuse at all. Well, it's good for sisters to get along. Isn't Habane's sister about the same age as Anchan? Maybe. We all looked at Anchan and then at Amane-senpai. In other words, she's about the same age as Senpai, huh? Okay, sorry to keep you waiting. Hibari-san put a second serving of chicken on Amane-senpai's plate. Maybe if Senpai hadn't become the super repeat student and had just graduated normally, then about this time she would also. Nah, there's no way that could happen. What would she? Eh? She would have swapped her school uniform for a white coat and worked at her dad's lab or so. Yeah, good. Perhaps her life wouldn't have been that much different than it is now. That reminds me... Nyam. Amane-chan, you're always drawing something. What kind of designs are those? Kotori asked a simple question. Yeah, I was wondering about that too. It was on my mind as well. It's a glider. But haven't we already finished it? Uh-huh, Kotori agreed. Amane-senpai wiped her mouth and stood up. She left the dining hall and came back shortly after. You mean this? And she laid out the designs mentioned before. It's a glider, but it has a different shape than ours. The wings are attached to the body a bit further forward. What's this? The wings have a different shape. There are other improvements. The shape of the body is the same, but look at this. You had a tail? Hagaya pointed out all the small differences one by one. There was a considerable number of these changes. This is the aircraft that we actually should have built. Actually should have built? Amane-senpai nodded. As Tatsuya said before, the current glider was made by seniors from the old soaring club. It's extremely well made, but it wasn't honed down to the finer details. It was probably made to mimic a famous glider design from overseas. There are signs that they copied it as is, without understanding its functions. That's where I tried to make some improvements. We all eagerly looked at the designs. Even when I find the differences, I've got no idea why this is any better. But the old members did fly above the clouds using that aircraft, didn't they? Ja, schätzt du, wir gehen in die zweite Runde und bauen einen neuen Glider? Wie lang ist dieses WN, frage ich mich. They took that photo then. In this case, shouldn't the specs be good enough? According to flight logs from that time, they used a towing plane to fly. Ah. Towing plane. In other words, they didn't use a winch but another aircraft to pull the glider into the air by taking off together. Was haben die einfach für Equipment gehabt damals? Dass die Glider bauen, auch ein Flugzeug. Oh, yo. So it was taken up to a pretty high altitude to begin with? Senpai nodded. However, we don't have a plane. We are towing it with a winch, so in order to fly a little higher, I decided to fine-tune the design down to the smallest details. And these designs are the result. But why didn't we build it in the end? Ja, weil obviously schon die Flügel waren ein Riesenjob und Anchan answered Kotori's question. Would have to apply modifications to the body, and the main wings would need to be rebuilt from scratch. If we wanted to implement all this, it would have required a considerable amount of time and money. If they had been working on this from back then, I'm pretty sure Anchan would have been at the center of the production. It's not that it can't be done, but it would be difficult. Also, the designs aren't complete yet. I can't seem to get my ideas together. It's because I'm stupid. If Amane-senpai can't do it, it would be impossible for anyone else. Senpai carelessly folded up the designs, put them aside, and went back to eating. The soup would splash on them, Oni-chan, put them somewhere else. Okay. Ibari-san moved the designs to a place where they wouldn't get dirty, and we returned to our meal. After the meal, we went out into the garden to play with fireworks. Since the farewell party was planned in a hurry, there was a small limit to what we'd be able to do, but... I want to play with fireworks with Amane-chan, Kotari decided with her authority, leaving no room for argument. And indeed, there were no objections to them. Yeah, genau. Well, the rest of us also wanted to do this. Haha, this is really fun. The color changed. Hey, look, Amane-chan. Oh, it really did. That's cool. I want to try it too. Senpai was lighting sparklers with Kotori. It seems that this type of fireworks was new to both of them. They were really enjoying themselves. Bei den Japanern macht man noch Fireworks das ganze Jahr über, ne? Boring. Just wait until I show you our way of playing with fireworks. Ageha got fired up. She was carrying fountain-type fireworks in both hands. Those are normally set on the ground. Lighting them up and chasing them after someone while wielding them in our arms like that was one of our... Stop it. Why not? Give them back. We finally have such a peaceful atmosphere here. Don't ruin it. You're no fun, Aoi. Ah-chan, you're a grown-up already. Stop acting like a kid. The picture of an older sister being reprimanded by her younger sister. Here we go, take that! As soon as he shouted that, Masatsugu lit up a large number of mini fireworks and threw them all over the place. Ooh. Wow! Wow! Whoa! Yeah! Hehehe, how was it? My boy, you idiot! My boy! Sorry. Damn you, what if someone got burned? Ah, that startled me. He won't get away with this. Grab that moron! Hehehe, come and get me! Ah, he ran away. Hold it right there. You'll never catch me. Wah! Masatsugu was running around like a little monkey and suddenly got stopped in his tracks. In the blink of an eye, Anchan had grabbed him by the scruff of the neck. Ah, Anchan. My boy, can I have a word with you over there? Speaking kindly, Anchan took Masatsugu over to the shadows. Okay. Listen, my boy. It's important to have fun, but you shouldn't scare girls. You're not a kid anymore. You don't want girls to hate you, do you? Okay. I'm sorry. Oh my, he's annoyed Anchan. He did the same thing you were planning to do, you know? Everyone is so childish. Hey everyone, the shaved ice is ready. Kanako-san came out into the garden carrying a big tray with shaved ice. Here you go, we've got syrup too. Yay, shaved ice. Do you have condensed milk syrup? Was ist das für eine Sorte, bitte? I want strawberry. Alright, don't push. There's enough for everyone. Sorry for troubling you. No, it's no problem. After all, Kotori-chan is having so much fun. Hibari-san got a little tearful. When I came to the dormitory, the only thing she's really enjoyed was eating ice cream. At some point, the days when Kotori doesn't smile have lessened and she has fun every day. Not just Kotori, but the rest of us too. It's all thanks to your club activities. Yeah, probably. Getting immersed in them actually brought us all together. Amane-senpai started it together with Isuka-san, and we had joined just recently. However, Amane-senpai won't be around for much longer. Oh, shaved ice, huh? Maybe I'll have a lemon-flavored one. Anchan, can I have some too? Did you reflect on what you've done? Yes, I did. I don't want the girls to hate me. The important part. Hey, is this what you call reflecting? Shut up, I don't accept you as a girl anyway. What a line. What did you say? Jeez, you guys are so noisy. Can't you just calm down and eat? What? Brain freeze. Nom, nom, it's cold and tasty. This strange blue color stimulates my appetite. Okay, interesting. Fireworks and shaved ice. When it comes to summer memories, nothing beats those. Do they always go together? After eating the shaved ice, there was still some fireworks left. It looks like Ageha asked Hotaru and Masatsugu to buy them, but it's kind of a problem because they don't know how much is too much. I headed over to where Kotori and Ageha were playing with sparklers. It's so pretty. I prefer the big spectacular ones though. A very Ageha-like thing to say. I like both kinds, but I'd rather make the most of the last remnants of summer instead of getting really noisy and excited about fireworks. When I lit the sparklers, Anchan came up beside me. You want to light one, Anchan? How about this gun model? Hey, that's mine. I thought I'd save that for last. Nah, I'll pass. It's enough for me just to look at you guys having fun. Everyone looked at him like they didn't really understand what he meant. Anchan sat down beside me and looked towards Amane-senpai, who was playing with fireworks a little farther away. Amane was lighting sparklers with Masatsugu and Hotaru. Haha, these fireworks are somewhat cute. That's not a word I would use to describe fireworks, but okay. You're playing with the sparklers last? It's fine, I like these. Yeah, me too. Girls like these kinds of things, don't they? Anchan, watching over them, had a gentle yet somewhat sad look in his eyes. Hey, Anchan. Isuka-san, where did she go? Hearing my question, Kotori and Ageha raised their heads as well. Why do you ask that? Anchan must have realized that it's been on our minds, but despite that he asked us back. Senpai has told us that she went away somewhere. Well, I don't know. She went somewhere. That's what Senpai said earlier today when I asked her at the Windmill Hill. Amane-senpai kept working on the glider because she wanted to know why Isuka-san was so obsessed with it. She might understand it if she crosses over the passage of clouds, is what she said. Hey Anchan, why did Isuka-san go away? I, or rather all of us, were probably expecting the same answer. She died in an accident. No, that's not it. We expected the worst, but we didn't want to be right about it. Well, I don't know. You don't know? There was an accident, right? Anchan made a surprised expression as if she wanted to ask how we knew about this. Yeah, there was. It seems that Isuka was involved in that accident. Then she must have... In response to Kotori's murmur, Anchan just shook his head like he couldn't quite say anything definite. It happened during a summer holiday. Amane and I weren't in Kasegauda at the time. It was obvious that there had been an accident when we saw the wrecked glider. However, we were never informed what had actually happened, and Isuka never came back again. Oof. So she really did die after all? However, it seems that Anchan thinks otherwise. If Isuka really had died in that accident, it surely would have become a much bigger issue. But the school covered up the incident and pretended that nothing ever happened. Since then, the whole story became taboo. Didn't you look for her? Das ist sehr weird of an Abtone. We did, but Isuka was a boarding student who lived alone. Nobody knew where her family lived. The owner of Flying Fish Manor would know. She wouldn't tell us. It seems that she had been told not to say anything. Then Amane-senpai also. Yeah, like me, she most likely doesn't know where Isuka is either. Amane continued building the glider after Isuka disappeared. Almost like she believed that if she did that, Isuka would come back. Did you carry on too, Anchan? Anchan shook his head. That meant no. After Isuka disappeared, Amane changed. She wouldn't let anyone get close to her. Okay. This Amane-chan? We exchanged glances and we simply couldn't believe it. Since then, Amane and I have hardly seen each other. I've been concerned about that though. Seeing her immersed in solitude in that deserted garage was heartbreaking. On top of that, I was also completely at a loss after Isuka suddenly disappeared. We were lost for words. Amane-senpai continuing to work on the glider all alone in that big empty garage. Anshan hurt deeply after losing someone. We didn't want to imagine either. When we met Amane-chan, she quickly accepted us. But when it came to getting new members, she wasn't positive about it at all. The photo in Iska's flight log brought by Koturi changed this. Time heals all wounds. Amane's stubbornness has also started to melt away in the end, but I think it's thanks to you guys that she's enjoying herself like this. The color changed again. This is fun. It's so pretty. An innocent smile lit up Amane-senpai's face as the little sparks were flickering and crackling. The rainbow-colored lights were reflected in her honest eyes, resembling those of a little kid. Senpai was finding little wonders in each spark, and her curiosity made her brim with excitement. Hey, let's compete to see which will be the longest. Yeah, alright. Oh, that sounds fun. Let's do that. Anshan watched over her with a kind look in his eyes, but it was like he was also looking at something far, far away. I was so busy taking care of myself that I didn't do anything for her, my friend. I know this might seem convenient, but I'm grateful from the bottom of my heart that you guys are friends with her. Anshan, we can do it together from now on. Anshan shook his head. I've already retired from the club, but if there's anything I could help you with as an old member, I'll lend you a hand. Please take care of Amane until she leaves. Ageha, Koturi and I nodded silently at Anshan's request. Anshan's cell phone started ringing. Excuse me. Hello, this is Tatsuya. Yes. Really? Yoshizawa-san? I got it. I'll come and get it tomorrow, first thing in the morning. Winch is fertig. Anshan entered the call and smiled widely. What is it? Rejoice, guys. When he told us, our excitement suddenly doubled. After that, Amane-senpai! Diese Musik. Tomorrow, the winches. The winch is coming back. As we scrambled to inform about it, Senpai tilted her head and looked at us dubiously. In other words, we can resume the test flight tomorrow. Diese Musik einfach. Es gibt irgendeinen bekannten Song, der schon etwas älter ist, 20, 30 Jahre oder so, der mich daran erinnert. Thoughts about the last remnants of the summer holiday have disappeared somewhere. Our feelings were already soaring towards tomorrow.